Hey everyone. So, some things that I want to go ahead and break down about a good salesperson. All right. A good salesperson knows how to sell value. A great salesperson knows how to sell outcome. A fantastic salesperson knows how to sell with feeling. If you're able to sell with value, the outcome, and how they feel at the end of it, you're going to be a killer sales rep, killer salesman. I can sell you the value of everything, how well it operates, how well it helps others. Then I can sell you the outcome of how it's going to value you, and then then I'm going to sell you the feeling of achieving your goals with that outcome and value. So that's just some game that I'm leaving out there for everyone. This is going to become a YouTube short. I hope it works out. I'm working on my YouTube videos to be posting up continuously again, consistently. I've been off of the grid a little bit because I've been taking care of a little international business. I've been taking care of, the transitioning from China manufacturer distribution to India. So I've been working on that with a lot of oil companies, petro companies, fertilizer companies, industrial, facilities. I just looked at Toyota, Honda, Subaru, Scion, Hyundai, understanding the manufacturing and movement of its facilities are coming within the United States, but we don't hold a lot of material. We import a lot. And understanding the percentage that we're going through with China and Japan on the tariff war and how much we're taxed on with import and export versus India and working with that relationship, knowing that they're number two manufacturer in the world, way bigger than China itself. So, and we're already working with defense contracts with India itself to go ahead and reestablish a bigger, broader connection. Um, so what's not going to end up happening is instead of you firing your people, all right, I get time is hard. I get the business needs to thrive, and you got to release some people, right? It's called sacrifice. Okay, things happen. You don't have feelings in business. It's just business. Okay, leave your feelings at home in the bed with your girl or with your boy. I don't give a fuck who it is. All right, moving forward. Another thing that I want to get to you all. If you're not first to wake up early to catch that worm, then you're last digging in that tree to not get your earn. Meaning that worms usually come out in the morning. Early bird gets the worm. But when you miss that early morning and worms usually stay in the tree, they like to stay in the ground, you gotta start digging for it. And when you dig for it and you don't achieve anything, you dig but didn't earn because you weren't there early enough for the opportunity. You didn't present yourself there on a punctual time scale. So that's what I'm trying to get out to you all. So right now I'm about to go start this workout. I'll be able to continue creating long-term videos to post on YouTube. That way, I continue educating you all. Remember, my platforms are on credit. We also study United States codes. We study uniform codes. We also study the banking system, the smoke and mirrors, how they utilize your money, how you put $10 in, but they take 100 from that 10 and multiply it. And then I'm going to teach you how to use a 1099A, a 1099B, and C against the banking system to get your tax refunds back that they utilize against your will. So there's a lot of tactics we learn on this page on this platform. All right. Also, after I start teaching you all about credit, I'm gonna teach you all about business funding, leveraging other people's money. I'm also gonna teach you about finding your niche, locking down who you are, building an LLC or S corp, C corp. Once we get there from your LLC or however you're managing your finances, we're gonna open up a trust, a living trust. All right. We're gonna implement all the tactics that we already talked about into that living trust. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to end up getting after that. We're going to open up an insurance policy with your family. It can be whole life, universal, doesn't really matter. Okay, it does compared to what's going on in your life. For me, we'll talk about it. Now, after that, now for the 10th thing, you're going to the ninth, you're going to implement that insurance policy from your family into that living trust because think about it, your insurance money is untaxed because it's invested money. Now, if that family member dies, and that money gets put back into a trust which is already untaxed money, duplicating times five in itself, you know what I'm saying? Times five itself with it reinvested money that's already untaxed. Come on now, that's called the waterfall effect. That's how a lot of 400-year-old rich families continue to build wealth. Okay, Now, those are the 10 steps I'm gonna teach you. Now, after that, I could teach you more, but it's gonna cost you because those new implements of characteristics, traits, those new skills, systems, those systems aren't for your normal. I have an LLC. I'm a small business owner. These skills, these next sets after those first 10, is for people that are making bougazi money, that are on the move, that are always consistently doing something. They're not just sitting there waiting for somebody, waiting to tell somebody something. They're just that busy. Okay. That's going to be a total new mentorship. That's going to be, I don't even mentor people. It's basically just free information for the correct people. I can't give you information and you go out there and fuck it up, okay? Because it ain't my fault. You didn't have the correct system. You just went boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? You play tic-tac-toe. You play connect four. You didn't play straight lines. All right? So then after we move forward with that, I'm going to focus mostly on sales, business development, credit, funding, I do multi-family real estate investments, only 50 to 100 units. I don't do duplexes. I do not do single family homes. The reason why I don't do like small amounts of properties is because one, I'm not going to have the time to manage it. Two, those funds into those single home properties, like for families, I have to pay for it. I got to take care of the things. I don't have a property management company. So that's already, and then you got to think about it. That's 1 to 2 points. And when I mean points, I mean tax percentage, right? If you don't know what points are, definitely go on to YouTube or something and look into it. It's free knowledge. I'm not going to get into that because that should be something that's already implemented into your educational system. If not, you're in the wrong area. Okay. Now, with this new tax bracket, if that that contract does get signed, the bill from Trump about if you make less than 150 grand a year, you don't really have to do taxes. But if you make more than that, I'm going to show you how to invest your money correctly to where it makes it look like you're making less than 150 grand, but you're really not because your money's all invested, making it seem like you don't really make that much. So you have to live off of the retain of your RI. So that way, at the end of the year, you get a mass fluctuation return on everything else. So really, you made 2.5 million, but we made certain mass investments, borrowed money that cut it down to 125. Now you're below 150. You keep that 125. You can either, I would personally put that money into real estate because of equity. You can put out a check against your own property, or you can monopolize. Or two, I would implement that money into something that's going to generate self wealth either for the kids, for your future generation kids, or just widen up your insurance. Okay, you widen up your insurance, you implement more things, you bring in more people. There's no reason why your family generation shouldn't get rich. Now, once that happens, it's going to be very, very important on how you raise your kids because with wealth, if you let them go crazy, they'll end up erratic, just fucking everywhere. They'll just be assholes, egotistical, losers. All right. The best business people are the self-made business people. The worst are the people that are just giving shit like trust fund babies. Okay, those are the worst because they pick up certain characteristics, but they don't care for them because they didn't go through the hell that the real businessmen went through in order to develop that character. So that's why it is very important on how you raise your kids once you get to that wealth. All right. So I'm gonna go knock out this workout. After I do this workout, I'm gonna go live while I'm over here sitting down talking to a couple of prospects, a couple of clients, interested people. It's mostly gonna be Mobil Oil, Exxon. It's gonna be PSB Energy, PSC, Sharpe Energy, petroleum chemical facilities. So I actually have Toyota called me back, Hyundai called me back. I have a couple of meetings coming up this week with high powerful individuals, you know. So other than that, that's all the information I'm able to give for you guys for this morning. You know, as I said at the beginning of this video, there's three things in 3 separate categories. If you're able to land all three, you're immaculate. One, a good sales rep knows how to sell value. Two, a great sales rep knows how to sell outcome. Three, a fantastic sales rep knows how to sell feeling. You understand value, their outcome with the value, how they feel with the outcome and value they're going to obtain with you. Boom, all three knocked out. You won. All right, I'll see y'all later. I appreciate y'all for listening. I know I have a lot of followers on LinkedIn. I know I have a lot of followers on professional platforms. I really don't utilize social media like that, like Snapchat, Instagram, mainly because like I personally was in the Marine Corps, and I know a lot about the CIA and FBI and what they do and who they integrate themselves with. So I personally know those platforms are just easy access for them to monitor you and see what kind of bullshit you're doing and how to affect you in your livelihood. So that's why I clearly don't use them. That's why clearly TikTok was about to get knocked out, but Trump was like, we don't want to have a mass war with China while we're going through a tariff war with everyone else right now. So they left it.